Hi, welcome back. It's Free Spirit. It's the part 2 of the overall weekly spirit reading, and never has this happened before. And I was literally talking about divine power. And literally, I really feel what's coming through. It's divine power of the mind and divine power of the heart. And you can go into smoother waters, oversee any obstacle, facing it head on, surmount any worries or anything that you're going through. Tap into that divine connection and rise above, because they're saying believe in yourself, and it is the power of the mind and the power of the heart, where you're in your integrity, in your truth, standing up for yourself, and you're tapping into levels of power that you probably never really had to before, standing up for yourself and going into smoother waters, facing those challenges head on, and releasing those worries and fears or anything it brings up emotionally for you, and just being really strong and firm in your integrity and your power. It's being very clear and very strong, and it's standing right where you are in your path, illuminated, divinely connected, trusting your high priestess power, staying divinely connected and rising above it all. And it's getting past the past difficulties, rising above it, bringing new life to situations that could have been in the past. It is really beautiful and profound, and I ran out of power. And it is all about not running out of power, rejuicing yourself, being empowered, empowered, and empowered, and really being in your integrity and truth, and standing up for that and standing up for yourself. There's something really profound about this, and that we're going to be heading into July this way. And so go to the part 1, because that's where all this took place. Now we're going to part 2 with the energy, the clear energy for the last week of June. What is the energy we're dealing with right away? We have patience. Patience coming in for what we're trying to materialize in the physical. Absolutely. And the times and the circumstances calls for great deals of patience, tapping into our reserves of patience. But with that, yeah, with seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, divine illumination. Again, I keep on referring to you all as the high priestess, and this is what is getting us through this time. We're holding on to that. That is surpassing any worries, any doubts, any fears, anything emotional that's bringing up to us. We remain connected to our high priestess connection, divine connection. We are getting intuitive insights, very psychic at this time, and it's allowing us to stay in our power, in the physical, right in our path, right where we stand in our integrity. I can't underscore that enough. That's what's backing us up to be that, the power. Right here, very rational, very full of integrity, not ego, it's integrity, standing for truth, for clarity, for justice. Oops, and here we have a man holding a coin. Listen, have patience with what you're manifesting here, but this is abundance, no doubt about it, for your hard work that's coming in. It's been coming in every spirit reading, actually, too. That's part of the movement to smoother waters, getting past obstacles and everything that might be in the way of your abundance. There could be offering new contracts, things coming in, and rewards for hard work. So have patience with that, but that is what's coming through, and you're getting through all the challenges. You may have had worries about this coming in, but here it is coming in. Again, stay in your truth, your integrity. You're very rational, very grounded. You're not letting emotions come between you. You're riding this period very divinely connected to get through. Let's get what we can surrender. And let's see what we can surrender for the last week of June, going into July, in our divine power, having patience, very divinely connected, especially with the seventh chakra. Yeah, you can't make this up. Surrender to negative thinking. Listen, we had that 8 of Michael and the 9 of Michael. This is all about feeling trapped, worried, nightmares, worries. And they kept on saying, you tap into the high priestess, divine connection, these 2 cards, you rise above it. That's how you're rising above it, all the challenges, and surrendering the negative thinking. The minute you connect to the divine, you surrender all the negative thinking. Literally, it brings light to the situations. You're tapped into something else. And they said you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, you say thank you for sharing, and then you quickly refocus on positive affirmations. What I say, just tap into your divine connection. You realize that what you're seeing and hearing and in the physical and with those senses is not all of the equation. So when you tap with your high priestess to your divine connection, you're immediately brought to an elevated perspective, and you know that you can't trust this. They kept on saying, when you're in your head or worrisome or anything or have doubts, you just tap into faith and trust. It immediately gives you the illumination. You're immediately tapped into the high priestess power. So you've brought light to the situation in that moment with faith and trust that you don't have all the answers. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid of what is kicking up emotional wise with the thoughts or in your mind and heart about it, because you don't have all the information. You tap into the divine connection. It gives you the illumination that it's the dark that's just the not knowing is kicking up the negative thinking. It's not true. You just don't see all of it at this point. But we have surrender defensiveness. Surrender the defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate, it's all about the power, I'm telling you. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non-defensive response. I literally posted a spirit message about how important it is to clear your energy. Come from a powerful, clear place. With your powerful, clear energy, you can clear the way through mountains. When you're in your circumstances, or when you are facing someone or a circumstance or anyone, just like they say here, when you're communicating in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. In all your reactions in the spirit message, it said, ask yourself, do you want to add to the mountain or do you want to clear the mountain? Because sometimes in our interactions, we're just adding to the mountain that divides us, or a mountain of obstacle. We're just adding to it with the energy you're bringing to the situation. So if you're facing a situation or a person, clear your energy first. Be clear with your intention, what you really want as a clear outcome, and bring that clarity. Bring that. Be in the King of Michael. You're not letting your emotions run away with you. You're standing in integrity, truth, and clarity and illumination on your path, facing your obstacles head on. We have the obstacles back there. I'm not going to ruin the whole thing, but it's that high priestess. That's a very high priestess. Um, that's that. There are no other words for that. To be clear, tap into your high priestess. That's how you want to come and stand. See the illumination in truth and integrity. You have nothing. You're not really defensive. You're just standing there strongly illuminated in the truth and integrity, and face situations like that. You're not adding to the mountain. You're clearing the way through the mountain. Yeah, it is a sign of weakness to be defensive. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. This is all about like facing your challenges head on. Here it is, 5 of Michael, surpassing that. It's clear. You're being very clear in your integrity and very with your divine guidance. Here and here, you are the star. Believe in yourself, your higher connection, your Queen of Raphael, which is also very highly intuitive and psychic at this time. It's helping you see the way through the obstacles, move to smoother waters. There's other possibilities when you're in your dealings with people or circumstances. You want to get rid of the negative thinking, surrender the defensiveness, come from a higher perspective and a real uh, real stance of strength. This is power of the mind. When you have really harnessed the power of the mind and the power of the heart, there's no other way. It's like a divine power of the mind and heart to come from a high priestess stance with your heart and mind, facing challenges head on. That's how you move to smoother waters, because you're clearing the way through the mountain, not adding to the mountain of obstacles. And then also you're clearing yourself out of any worries, feeling trapped, anything else. It's immediately going higher. Let's see what. Let's see if we have any. Sorry, I almost did the wrong one. Anything else we can surrender at this time to claim full power of mind and heart. I mean, we're getting past all the obstacles, going to smoother waters, and we have, yeah, surrender to your soul's path. Look at the illumination. Look at this. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every movement, every moment. Like I said in the very, very beginning in part 1, the spirit message was all about these things that are happening right now is almost like divinely, perfectly designed for your soul's growth to step into more power. It's this divine power, this divine self-worth. It's not ego. But we're being forced to stand up for ourselves in certain ways that we're probably not used to or that comfortable with. And it's part of that. It's stepping into this masterful King of Michael energy, standing up strong for yourself. It's easy to do it for others. It's harder to do it for yourself and be a divine power of mind and power of heart. I don't know why that's coming through in this reading, and it's the High Priestess. It's like this trilogy of being so divinely and having such strong divine guidance. It's helping you harness the psychic power and really being powerful, following through on what you really care about, and also the power of the mind and heart, the divine power of mind and heart, to be on your soul's path and know everything that you're encountering right now is furthering you to be empowered in this ability to not get stuck, to stand in your integrity and clarity and truth, not get stuck in the worries and the fears and the nightmares of that, being very divinely moving forward on things you really care about, profoundly power the heart, like honoring what you're getting psychically to rise above the usual reactions, the usual emotions that carry you to add to the mountain that divides you between you and the outcomes you really want, whether it's with people or circumstances or solutions. We're moving to smoother waters because we're finally tapping into higher perspectives, higher integrity, higher truth, clarity, moving forward on the things that we really care about, on our psychic information even, because here we have the seventh ray here, seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. Surrender to that, because that's the clearing. That's also where the abundance is coming through, where we have the man holding a coin. So release the negative thinking, surrender the defensiveness. You're going right on your soul's path. No need to worry. Rise above, stay connected to your divine connection. And this is beautiful. We're moving to smoother waters, but this is really all about tapping into segments of your power you probably are not used to or that comfortable with, because it's really harnessing what does it really mean to be Queen of Raphael, really, and King of Michael, really, standing in your integrity and truth and standing up for your psychic ability, your divine connection, going forward on the things you really care about, divinely connected and backed with this High Priestess energy. You immediately surpass any negative thinking, defensiveness. You're higher than that. It's lifting you out of worries. You can lift yourself out of worries. You're facing any challenges head on. And you are feeling like you're moving into smoother waters because you've come into this power. That's what's coming through. And you can read these cards in many different ways, but that's what I'm getting with Spirit through these cards right now. That's what's helping you face any obstacles, get out of any worries, feeling like you're moving to smoother waters. So release the negative thinking, immediately tap into higher, your High Priestess energy will get you out of any negative thinking. Surrender defensiveness. You're too powerful for that. And surrender to your soul's path and know that everything on your journey right now is being perfectly orchestrated and designed for your soul's growth. And that's why you're stepping into more power at this time. It's forcing you to step into more power at this time. What are the goddess guidance? And the goddess guidance is Mother Earth, and you are called upon to help with environmentalism. You are powerful, looking right directly facing the Earth's problems and clearing it up. That's what I'm getting. That's part of environmentalism on the small, big, and large. And we have two more. They want you to have peace. Again, there is no need to worry. You can't make this up, as everything is working out beautifully. We had this, surrender the negative thinking, surrender the Nine of Michael, peace. Peace, peace, peace. There's no need to worry. Everything's working out beautifully, and there's infinite supply. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. You can't make this up. Let's go directly now to messages from heaven as I hurry up before I lose power again. There's something about power that's really coming through here. And we have this card. Put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. They want you to work forward as the star. Remember, we had the star card. So you walk forward now as the star, shining bright, perfectly backed. We have let the animals on earth support you and feel unconditional love from all ways. And are you ready for this? Trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for you. That's how they want you to move forward. It's this power. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for yourself as you go forward in your integrity and clarity. It's divine power of heart and mind. Really moving forward now. What's going to be blooming here when you trust, love, and appreciate yourself and truly respect for you? And that's the power. They kept on saying, even in part one, in that spirit message, it's really divine power of your standing up for yourself. Positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes, whether through love, fear, or indifference, you're always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. And that is why, if you haven't seen my spirit message about having clear, powerful energy, you can clear your way through mountains that will feel like miracles, with circumstances, with people, what your energy you're bringing to situations. They were saying that at this very moment you are sowing the seeds through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. So be careful of what you're bringing to situations and things. And whether through love, fear, or indifference, you're always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you're going to create a positive outcome, no doubt about it. That's why they kept on saying, trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. There's no, you don't have to have negative thinking, none of Michael energy. You're powerful, King of Michael, in your integrity, in your truth, in your clarity, divinely illuminated, trusting your inner guidance, your divine guidance. You're the high priestess. There's infinite supply. You're going forward, trusting, loving, appreciating yourself, showing respect for yourself. It's only going to give positive outcomes. It's this divine power they're asking us all to step forward in. It's like powerful. It's like divine power of the mind and heart moving together over any obstacles, moving to smoother waters. Anytime you feel worried or feeling disempowered, you quickly go into the high priestess, get recharged, and follow that. And then we're getting, again, the rainbow. You can't make this up because you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold awaits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams, and you are eternally blessed. No doubt about it. We're heading to positive outcomes. You're more powerful than you realize. You have to know that this is all about power and feeling powerful. The last week of June, facing every obstacle, moving to smoother waters, being the divine high priestess, trusting that guidance over your emotions or whatever kicks up in you when it comes to worries or doubts. Reach for faith and trust in the divine connection, and trust that over everything, and stay in your integrity. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. And then the last one we have is prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. And part of this realizing and fulfilling your true potential was realizing that you still needed to step into more power for yourself. And that has been the spirit message from the get-go in the part one all the way to the very end. It's this divine power that we're stepping into. We're being forced to by circumstances and situations to step more fully into divine power for ourselves, to stand up for ourselves with integrity, with truth, with clarity, and trusting the guidance that we're getting to do this, to face the challenges, move to smoother water, trust, love, and appreciate yourself, and show respect for yourself as you make your moves. And it's that. It's really profound levels of like a divine power of mind, divine power of heart, and going forward like that to positive outcomes. And know you're backed. They're saying that you're surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold awaits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You're eternally blessed. And here, help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. And the circumstances are forcing us all to really step into our full potential here. It's like a new level of empowerment and a new level of standing up for yourself moving forward. And we're all moving to smoother waters and facing challenges head on. Remain very in your integrity. King of Michael, in the power of the mind, and the Queen of Raphael, very clear in the mind and very clear in the heart. And you're the divine high priestess. And like I said, you come with that energy, you can clear your way through mountains that will feel like miracles to positive outcomes. That has been a recurring message, and I feel like it's explanation point the last week of June to go into July this way, and you'll see there'll be a clearing of the worries, a clearing going into divine smoother waters, and getting over these challenges this way. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself, and show respect for you, leading right to positive outcomes. Have a great last week of June. Sorry about the part one, part two, but this was all about your power And it's interesting on this message, I had to literally get more power on my phone because it ran out of power, and it was all a message about being power and not realizing like all the levels to your power that you do have, and use it for good. Use it for good. The power for good, with the power of the mind, the power of the heart, and the power of the divine. It's like the trilogy. And trust, love, and appreciate yourself, and show respect for you, and go in. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed what kind of the source of power you have. Use it for good. I don't know what I'm going to name this, but these were clear messages, even though it was all over the place. Um, you have such divine power. Use it for good. Take care. Bye bye.